2, I accidentally paused the video. That was my fault. I'm going to continue. The fake sun is in the same position at 2:33 p.m. This is what I documented on Sunday when I remain here and don't go to Upland. This is where the fake sun is located right here over me. This is where I'm standing at after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is where you were conspicuously stalking. All right, and this is what an entity does, again, under the guise of being able to defame you. A population is stalking you. There's also molesting with impossible light. A population is stalking you with communication devices in hand, fake sun moving over me, going right into the city hall where they're engaged in the pattern of conduct. They also go into the bathroom. Psychopaths, the more that they talk to each other, the more convincing that they believe that they appear, while the gang members establish normalcy, while the U.S. military are engaging in targeting via this psychopathic system. The entity is engaging what is keeping the fake sun over me, while the city of Ontario, the city hall employees, the municipality employees are engaged in what is psychotic means of targeting. Obsessive stalking is what this is, and it is proven by the fake sun that is here right now at 9:50 a.m. and you're looking at the evidence, what I'm showing you, of it being over me at this same exact location, all right, at after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Alrighty, and here is that at 2:33 p.m. Where the entity is stalking me by helicopter, where the city of Ontario keeps your back to you while you document a stalker, and then they continuously engage in that. The entity has no constitutional protections. This is not the exercise of any rights. This is not even the execution of one's job. This is the malicious pattern of conduct, which the psychopaths, the sociopaths, the serial killers, the Osama bin Ladens of the U.S. military, the gang stalker that is leading the military branches, the gang stalkers that are leading the Army, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, like I'm stating, they're the ones that are engaging in this pattern of conduct through the unintelligent demons that I'm documenting and surrounding with evidence. And it is merely their jobs as numbskulls that are merely pacing all around, regardless of how heavy and how probative the evidence is. They're going to prison. The demons of the U.S. military are going to prison, and so are the people of the state. This is the entity that is stalking under a fake sun. That's the military. And the terrorist leader that is over the military branch is going to federal prison for this. This is where the fake sun is present right now, and you are not doing anything other than engaging in the pattern of conduct where you are in this environment. I'll show you the timestamp, 2:33 p.m. at the same exact location where I stand right now at 9:52 a.m. And watering the grass is the pattern of conduct. And this is where the demon is stalking in my path. That's an unlawful threat, and it's also psychological torture, while the entity is stalking with the military using jets and planes and helicopters, engaging what is stalking and molestation with impossible light, and having the nerve. This is what the entity is doing as those who are psychopathic and obsessed, stalking you, and doing so by holding a water hose while you are under the fake sun, the proof of stalking. This is the exact same location where I stand right now, the same building, the OVITT Family Community Library, where a population is pacing all around under that fake sun. This is an entity that is practicing what is witchcraft. That witchcraft that is not effective against me, meaning you are not deceived by it. It's not creating any effective illusion, whereby the entity is typically murdering people and defaming their character before they claim that they committed suicide, while the U.S. military and those that are in position over each branch are going to be federally prosecuted as terrorist leaders. This is the entity that is keeping the fake sun over me at 5:53 p.m. It's over me at the same location right now where I stand, where you're engaging in that pattern of conduct. And this is the entity that's engaging in that together. Paul Leon is being federally prosecuted while the entity is appearing unfazed. You can appear as unfazed as you want under the scientific evidence. This is the entity that's exhibiting mental illness while they do so. And this is the entity that's maintaining a fake sun, which is what you're looking at while it's here at 5:53 p.m. Just giving you an example. This is where the entity is engaged in stalking. All right, doing so as an entity, maintaining presence pursuant to what I'm doing on my device, stalking with the entity that is flying over that's Alaska Airlines, flying over while you are pacing all around, and a demon comes as close as possible. This is what they do by vehicles as well, what SECURITAS is doing on the roads and the highways. A demon that's parking somewhere in relevant position with their hazard lights on, with the method of light activity. This is what the gang stalking police do, and they are engaging what is criminal summoning, while the rest of them are pacing all around under the fake sun. At nightfall, where the entity is maintaining the fake moon, which is at the same location where this demon is engaging in what is watering the plants in order to maintain, watering the plants as opposed to just sitting there by me in violation of my right to be free from you stalking me. So the entity is doing so as you are wearing a uniform and watering the grass. That's what the purpose of the gang stalking system is. Okay, this is the entity that is equally psychotic and obsessed, and they are doing so under a fake sun, and that's the evidence of mental instability. It is the evidence that's going to put the people of the state in federal prison. All right, this is the P.O.C. This is the entity that has the fake sun over the same location and doing so with the military that is stalking in the plane that you saw. This is the entity that's doing so while they are monitoring what I'm doing on my devices, monitoring my Instagram. Okay, like I was stated, this is relevant to federal stalking, where the entity is engaging in the pattern of conduct, and they're doing so while they are keeping your evidence under surveillance, surveillance that the entity is maintaining on the venue of the internet. The entity not wanting me to post what is the reality, the ongoing investigation, and you are going to federal prison as you are the leader over the military branches. You are the Osama bin Laden of the U.S. military branches. And just like Osama bin Laden, any other foreign terrorist would be subject to federal prison. You are going to federal prison. Jason Isaac Fields is nothing other than a puppet who is going to federal prison for abiding, conforming to the U.S. government's criminal pattern of conduct. And this is the same thing with regard when you're getting to the minions at the state and local level. Mike Lorenz is engaging in nothing other than the U.S. government's criminal pattern of conduct in the entire agency of the Ontario Police Department. As I go to Upland, the Upland Police Department. As I go to Montclair, the Montclair Police Department. As I go to Chino, the Chino Police Department. As I'm in Colton and in Rialto, the Chino and Rialto and San Bernardino Police Departments, who are gang stalking, and they are all engaging in what is a pattern of conduct which is mutually exclusive, because they maintain a light source over me which is incongruent with common sense, nature, and even science, which are putting predators in federal prison. This is an entity that is maliciously targeting, and they do so, and the psychopath's pattern is to sit with double chins and act as though they don't hear you while they are stalking you. And the evidence of the fake sun that is still here, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 hours later is the evidence of it, not the entity, the military, that is ignoring you only as you are observing it and looking on the surface, because nothing about their conduct and the environment and the stalking by the U.S. military itself is speaking to ignoring. It is the pattern of conduct. It is the evidence of mental instability, and this is the population that shall be subject to martial law. All right, this is the environment where Kevin committed battery right here after 2 p.m. All right, and his own co-worker is speaking to the fact that this is a psychopath and a vagina monitor that's obsessively stalking. Obsessive stalking is not proven or disproven through their facial expressions. Okay, that's the P.O.C. This is surrounding with light activity, and this is an enterprise that's being defunded. This is the P.O.C. They're all puppets working for the military, and I want to be clear, the military are the ones that are being removed from position. They are being prosecuted in military tribunals. They are going to be involuntarily committed, and they are also going to be subject to what is prison by virtue of your position of leadership. Under the corrupt leadership of the terrorists that are the military branches, this ongoing criminal pattern of conduct is underway, and they have not received any orders to stop gang stalking me. That's why you have this vagina monitor right here under the fake sun. This is P.O.C. and it doesn't change when the fake sun is covered up. All right, while stalking me and looking so serious and focused on the water, I'm being terrorized with impossible light activity. That's the demon possessed. All right, this is nowhere in Upland, California, nor is it going to be. All right, so you're looking at what is the evidence of mental instability. They will be committed, diagnosed with the same body of evidence. They will be removed from office. They will be prosecuted as the heads of the corrupt departments, the corrupt government bodies that are engaging in the pattern of conduct. They will be subject to martial law as the mentally ill population engaging in what is gang stalking and furtherance of criminal defamation, murder, and kidnapping. This is P.O.C. It is currently 9:58 a.m. at the OVITT Family Community Library, by the way. This is all surrounding. These are demons that are engaged in detailed presence in the path. Any false move, and you saw it this morning, the entity that's stalking by Alaska Airlines, United Airlines, Frontier Airlines, while I'm standing right here and you saw the fake sun and engine light inside of that same parking garage, the sun hasn't gone anywhere. It's still here. And then you are looking at what is the evidence to diagnose the psychopaths that are demons who are gang stalking, and they're wearing City of Ontario uniforms, gang stalking as the shoes of the government, in the shoes of the government. This is P.O.C. It is currently 9:59 a.m. at the OVITT Family Community Library. Okay, all these employees are going to federal prison for engaging in terrorism with the U.S. military, and the heads of the military branches are going to federal prison as well. P.O.C.